Blessed good day, my beautiful people. I don't know the boy Yardman there. Yes, people, as you can see, the breeze is blowing, the camera is all over the place. But that's what we like. We like nature. It's a beautiful. There's no cloud in the sky. I wonder if I can make you see. Look, look, people. There's no. You see? There's no cloud in the sky. So you know that we have a beautiful day. We have a beautiful day in England, and we just want to give God thanks and praise for this beautiful day that we're facing here. And people, we know that everything that we do, we have to give God thanks for it. We have to give him praise. We have to get up every day and pray to him and give him thanks and show him his glory, because that's all he wants us to do. And he will give us everything that we require, that he think that we want. Yeah, so people, remember to pray. Pray for your family. Ask God to bless them each and every time they go out there on the road. Pray, people. Pray for forgiveness and do good. Do good to people, because he said, if you know better, do better. And the last thing I'm going to say to you people, and if one person just acknowledge this, do not listen to attack. Don't listen to somebody to attack them. Listen to understand. Because that is our biggest problem that we have. We always listen to attack. We don't listen to understand. And when we understand, with wife, with baby mother, with girlfriend, with our kids, with mother, with father, with friend, then you will understand that. You will get to know that person much better. And look what I'm saying to you. Look what God give us, people. Look at what God give us. Look at this. Look at this, people. Look at this. Huh? You see what I'm talking about outdoor? We're not even washing it. Look, we can pick it straight from the tree. And we can have a eat. This is all blessed. We are blessed. This is all our Creator bless us. How can we not give him thanks? How can we not give him thanks? We just come outside, we are hungry, peel package. And we can pick a fruit. And we can just eat it. Our God is so wonderful, amazing. Amazing God we have. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much. Amen. Yes, people. What we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about, as you know, we don't have to get into too much of it. We know who we're going to speak about. And it has to be the one and only Madueke. Now, I know everybody was saying to me that how you just on the guy and see Madueke must see it on social media, or everybody is just saying they don't want him at Arsenal. No, let's understand this. And this is why I feel very, very upset of this transfer, Madueke to Arsenal. Chelsea pay 29 million for Madueke from PSG Eindhoven a year and a half ago. Madueke didn't come in the Premier League and really set it alight. Now, 18 months time, 18 months past, Arsenal paying 52 million for him. That is a 23 million profit that Chelsea just made on Madueke. We don't see Madueke at that price tag. We don't see that. If Mikel Arteta did go in and get him for 15, 17 million, then we'd have said, you know what? He make the bench stronger, no problem. But the main focus that we're talking about here is that the Gyokeres deal is still sticking. It's still sticking for about £5 million. Arsenal doesn't want to pay that. Remember, the most expensive player gonna get is a goal scorer. And this guy has been proving that. I don't care if him do it in the Portugal League and do it in the Championship here. What we're saying, we know that he can find the back of the net. And we need a player that can find the back of the net. And that is, i.e., Gyokeres. But yet still Mikel Arteta is stuck in. And I keep on telling you, what's the purpose of Andrea Berta? What's the purpose of Andrea Berta if he cannot get deal like the Gyokeres deal done, the Rodrigo deal done, the Eze deal done? Why we bigging up Berta? Why? Why we beginning? And yet still we're not getting the signing that we want to make our club better. Look what Liverpool do, what Man City is doing. Because we have to talk about them too. What they are doing, they are showing us that they are serious to go out there and win the Premier League and the Champions League, because that's all that matters to them. We cannot say that the Norgaard, the Kepa and Madueke and, well, Zubamende. We're not going to speak about Zubamende because Zubamende is a superb signing. Even though it takes so long, nobody even celebrate the signing. Nobody even realize that Arsenal has signed that player and he's an Arsenal player. No, we still think that Zubamende haven't been signed because of the long dragging out, the drying out. We all forget and get bored. So we don't remember. We don't remember that signing, and it's the same thing happening now. Like I said, Madueke, 23 years old, 29 million a year and a half ago from PSV. Now Chelsea making money on it. Yeah. And what we're saying here, you're stalling on a 5 million that Sporting want for the player, but you don't want to pay it. And the problem that I look at, and people don't look at it, yeah? We are looking at it. What's the situation? Look at how you're treating Gyokeres here, yeah? You're treating the guy. The guy is on strike, don't want to go training, preseason training, don't want to speak to the club. The guy even offered to pay the club €2 million out of his pocket. Now, you look at that and say that, is this a club that mean any good to the fans? What are you doing to the player? What are you doing to the player? What if Sporting decides, say, you know what, I'm not even going to listen to Arsenal anymore. You're going to sit here or you're going to rot on the training. You're going to train with our under 23 or you're not going to play for us. You're not going to turn it up. You're not going nowhere because if the club don't decide to let him go, he cannot go nowhere. And then you ruin a career there. You ruin our relationship with the fans that him have there, the club. Arsenal is the one who's ruined all of that. And I did state, especially people, I tell you, it's going to boil down to the player have to pay money out of his pocket. And this is where we're saying that Arsenal is not a club under Mikel Arteta that we need to have. Because look at Tottenham. 2 players signed for Tottenham, 115 million. Morgan Gibbs White. He doesn't score a lot of goal for Nottingham Forest. But guess what? Tottenham go and get their best player from Nottingham Forest. Tottenham go and get their best player from West Ham in Kudos. 55 million. Yeah? 60 million, 55 million. Yeah? 2 player signing already done. No argument. That is statement. That is class. That is what Mikel Arteta and Tottenham and Arsenal is not showing. Class. Because we shouldn't stand in here. Remember last Sunday, a week ago now, yeah, we hear Fabrizio saying that it is hours away, it is this. I hear Fabrizio saying now, oh, medical is going to do. I don't believe that. Like I said, I'm not believing that again. I'm not going to believe because 1 week ago we hear that we are hours away from get this Gyokeres deal done. Up until now, 1 week later, still hasn't get done. Yeah? So what I'm saying, people, we the fans, the supporter, have to get up and stand up and say, you know what, enough is enough to the cranky. Enough is enough with Arteta. Hashtag Arteta out. Hashtag Arteta out. That's what we need to be doing because this guy's not making our club competing. This player that he's buying to and bringing into the club, why you just gonna jump without even arguing with Chelsea? I'm paying 52 million for Madueke, but you don't want to pay the 65, the 70 million that Sporting want for Gyokeres. Yeah, you don't want to pay the 80 to 75 that Real Madrid gonna want for Rodrigo. You don't want to pay Eze 60 million, 65 million black buyout clause. You don't want to pay that. And those 3 players advance Arsenal. Those 3 players put Arsenal in a position what we gonna say we can win the Premier League. What is it that we want? To win the Premier League. And there's 3 players out there that can capable enough to do that. And Mikel Arteta don't want to get them. So what does that say about Mikel Arteta and the club? What does it say? Because it's not Arteta's fault alone. The cranky, the board, they are the one who is allowing Arteta to do all of this. Why Rodrigo hasn't come in? Why Gyokeres hasn't come in? Why Eze hasn't come in? And we know every Arsenal fans out there and supporter out there will love to see those 3 players out there. We will be delighted if we see it. But guess what? We don't get them 3 players. We go and get another Chelsea player in Kepa. We go and get Norgaard. Yeah, and then we get, well, we can't speak about Zubamende because we know that Zubamende is a good player. So those 2 players that you and then we're gonna get Madueke. Yeah, we're going to get Madueke. It is not the type of player that we want. It's not. Why don't you not get us the player that the club want? Mikel Arteta getting player that the club need. And Arsenal fans and support, I'm telling you, We will never be a statement club, a big club under the situation we at. We keep on buying Mikel Arteta player that Arteta want, not what the club need. The club doesn't need a Norgaard. The club doesn't need Madueke. Want Madueke. The club doesn't want Norgaard. The club doesn't want, Kepa. I'm sitting on the fence with Kepa because we need a backup keeper. Yeah, but yet still, I'm going to say the club don't want Kepa. Mikel Arteta want Kepa. Mikel Arteta want Norgaard. Mikel Arteta want Madueke. But what Arsenal need is Rodrigo, Eze, and Gyokeres. You see the big difference there. This is why if we let Mikel Arteta go next season, he doesn't win anything, and if we see is a if again, yeah, I'm still gonna have one more year left. Yeah, any other coach come in is a rebuild again. Is another rebuild, and then the coach by the player that he want, it doesn't happen, and they will sack him. Is a rebuild again. So I could live to the next 200 years. Arsenal forever rebuilding and buying what coach want, not what the club need. And that is the problem we need to stand up for. Remember, Yardman telling you, stop let the manager buy a player that they want. Buy player that the club need. So when the manager go, the player them is still there that the club can use. Look at Real Madrid. Look at Barcelona. Look at Bayern Munich. They buy player before manager even come into the club. Why can't we not take up that model? Why? Like I said, with the Madueke, I know Madueke must feel away, but Madueke is not on you. It's just that we, the fans, we don't believe that you come in there to make our club better. You're still young, you're still 23. But you have to understand, Madueke, no hard feelings, no disrespect to you, but we are saying that you are not what the club want. You are what Mikel Arteta need, and that's not good enough for us, and that is why you're getting this backlash. Yeah, sorry Madueke, I have my sincere apology, but it's Mikel Arteta's fault, and this guy is a Arteta, hashtag Arteta out. He have to leave the club. Fabrizio tell us last Sunday, Madueke is just hours away. 1 week later, we even hear people coming out and saying that the deal is off. We're still sticking a dilemma. Look what he's doing to the player Gyokeres. Look what he's doing to the Gyokeres. The guy put out money on the table yesterday, still there stuttering. 5 million? 5 million for a goal scorer that we need? Everybody know that we need this player. But yes, still Mikel Arteta stuck in his own ways, all up in his feelings, and he's not the first, he's not the second, he's not the third. Mikel Arteta do it to every player. People gonna talk about, look what Aubameyang and Mesut Ozil and all of them get rid of them and this and that. No, it was the wrong thing for him to do, because when you go into a club, you have to get behind the player them. You have to make the player them you have to get the player them to want to play for you. You are not the one who's going out there on the pitch. We understand you have to have some form of level of control, respect, but Mikel Arteta, there is way to do it. And what you're doing to us now as fans, paying 52 million for Madueke when Chelsea paid 29 million for him 18 months ago, is not the way. You're wasting money. You are wasting money, and we, the fans, have to get up and stand up to this. If we have to protest, come on, people. We need to protest against this. This cannot happen. We need to ban this man from buying the Chelsea flop. Look what Tottenham do. Yeah, West Ham best player in Kudos, they go and get him. Nottingham Forest best player in Morgan Gibbs White, they go and get him. We go and get. Why we need to go and get Caicedo or Lavia? Why we didn't do that? Yeah, why we didn't do that? Go and get Caicedo from Chelsea. Go and get Lavia. I don't care. Go and get them. You didn't do that. You get the player them that Chelsea don't want, because Chelsea have to make money. Chelsea cannot sell that hotel again to themselves. They cannot sell the women football team again. So they have to make up money. They're paying 15 million extra because they know there's a fine going to come again. Yeah, they're going to get chastised again by the Premier League. Yeah, so they pay that 15 million extra. Chelsea is not stupid, but where that money coming from? Arsenal going to pay it for them. Arsenal going to pay it for them, because we know that once they have their player them that they don't want anymore, that's not good enough. Remember, we finish above them. Tottenham finished behind Nottingham Forest and West Ham, but they go and get their best player. We finish above Chelsea and go and get Chelsea's worst player. Make that make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, people. I don't know. Make it make sense. You finish above a team, but you're going to get the worst player. And another club that we finish above, they go and get club better player. People, hashtag Arteta out. I can't say it no more. You need to make this video go. People, send hashtag this video to Arsenal website, to AFTV, to everywhere. Make it go out there. Start buy player that Mikel Arteta want and buy what the club need. You cannot get up and give Chelsea 23 million over 18 months for a player that they don't want. Profit. 23 million profit. It's not good enough, people. Hashtag Arteta out. I'm out.